Hey, Picks and Parlay family, it's me, Detroit Lenny, here with another episode of the Bet Win Repeat Show. We got some contest stuff to go over. We got Nick Parsons joining us today. We got what do we got? I got a doctor's appointment today. I got what else I got? I got a lot of stuff going on today. Not really. Like for my degenerate ass. Welcome to the Bet Win Repeat Show. We are here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. 1 o'clock Eastern. Today is the 26th of Tuesday, to 26th of September. I keep saying this, and I know it sounds like just some BS. I can't believe, like, this weekend, that's what I got to do today. I got to go to storage, pull out some stuff for Halloween. I knew I had something else to do. But this weekend, my wife has informed me that I will be decorating for Halloween. So we're just going to let that sit in. But don't forget, let me talk about the Monday night teaser. Let me just talk about the Tampa Bay Bucks. Man, that were my pick all week. I like them. Right away, as soon as that number came off, for circle lines, for everywhere. And I should have known. If I like something right away, right out the gate, it's and then I gotta wait, and then it never moves. That line really didn't move around from 5. Maybe you see maybe some 5.5s, 4.5s, but really 5 was the number, and it just did not. They killed the teaser. They went 3 out of 4 in the teaser. Bucks. That's why I'm not a fan of pirates and stupid ass shit. You know what pirates are? They're like fucking kids that didn't grow up. Like, get a job. Take that stupid shit off. Remember dodgeball with the pirate? Whatever. Don't forget about the contest page. I'm going to go over the contest stuff because we do have a weekly winner for the NFL contest. But if you're into that, join Facebook.com. Go to groups/Picks and Parlay contest. Love that. How do I turn this off so you guys don't hear my phone dinging every time my wife and my cousin are having a group conversation about our Halloween costumes, which I don't know why I'm in this text message group thread, but that's where I'm at. Whatever. So anyways, go to Picks and Parlay, go to Facebook.com/groups Picks and Parlay contest. Definitely do that. Check the contest page out. We had a lot of people join this NFL contest, which is great. Definitely throw them out there. It's more the merrier kind of situation. So the more people we get in, the more chances we have for a rollover. And that's what I'm playing for. Week 3 winner. Make sure I spelled this guy's name right. He's the only one on 5-0. And I got hiccups. So when I hiccup, I also get the dude, I'm a mess. Pull together, Lenny. Only one went 5-0. Week 3 winner, Gene Flansberry. I don't know if I'm saying your names right. But 5-0, dude. Good job. I've yet to have a 5-0 week. I know it's week 3, so whatever. But like, I'm not overly concerned about it, but I'm like sitting around that 3-2, 4-1, or I didn't even have 4-1 the one we had 3-1-1, 3-2, 3-2. So like I am mediocre at best right now. A lot of 4-1 mentionables. Piam the man went 4-0 or 4-1. Jerry Lee Wireman 4-1. Davis, our guy Davis in the chat. Davis, how do you say your last name? No, you're Hexel, maybe. I don't know. But Gene went 5-0. Shout out to Davis. He went 4-1. David Allen went 4-1. Marie Lance went 4-1. Alex Fox went 4-1. Tim Teton Pierce 4-1. Kyle Hawk, new guy. I'm pretty sure new guy. But either way, welcome 4-1. Tony Garcia, maybe Tommy Garcia. Can't read my writing. Whatever that guy's name is. I think it's maybe Tori, maybe Tommy. Anyways, T. Garcia went 4-1. Gene went 5-0. That's where we're at. So good on to you. We're on to week 4. Gene, enjoy this win. Sulk it. Get it to absorb it. Let that shit swarm over you. Oh, enjoy the win for today. Thursday, we're back on the horse. So I'm going to get after that. So good job to you, though. Good job. I posted that in the Facebook page. The monthly contest is still going on. We ride that through the 30th. So I think the 1st is Sunday. So that should probably end on Saturday there. Today's 26th. I know I have to grade yesterday and Sunday's picks, but I don't want to grade every day. I want like 2-3 days. But like twice a week, I try and grade that thing. So there's a couple days. And then with everybody's help in grading their own picks, because your mama don't work here. That being said, it really helps for me to just go through, and helps Tate and helps Brian Gillihan. Speaking of Tate's in the chat here. Yo. Tate was all geeked up yesterday. Had me geeked up, had Brian Gillihan geeked up in our little group chat, had everybody all geeked up. He went 4-0 on Sunday. He was like, let's go. And then he kept saying it to us in the chat, just need the Rams, and we didn't realize the Rams weren't on the sheet, folks. The Rams were not an option to pick. So Tate went 4-1. Really, even though he did you win that Rams bet? Did you win? Would you have won that Rams bet? I think it was at like 2.5. I don't know. Either way, the Rams Bengals game was the tiebreaker total score. You got to read the rules. Rule number 1, read the rules. Rule number 2, refer to rule number 1. Like that's, come on, bro. This is some Michigan education right here. Ann Arbor at its finest. I'm just, come on, bro. If you didn't think you were getting some of that, I don't know what to tell you. Let's start at the top with the chat. Don Play, New Amsterdam, we trust. All right, Don Play. Let's go. Davis is on Ohio. 6 o'clock, volleyball, -3. Get after it. Now, is this Ohio State or is it the Ohio Bobcats? Because that changes the play. I'm going to give you guys a parlay that I got going on today. A husband's job is never. Yeah, man, ain't that. I got shit. I got a list to refer to the list. You know what I mean? My wife loves to make lists, bro. Like, she's got this whole mini iPad that's just her list pad. That's what we call it around the house. Like, she just walks around with a mini iPad with her little pen. Like, I'm gonna put this on the list. We got a whiteboard in our laundry room that, like, you need milk. There's a lot of kids. There's a lot of people in this house. So you need milk, you need bread, you need eggs, whatever you need. You just write on the whiteboard. Every time mom goes to the grocery store or I go to the grocery store, you get the list. My wife has a list that refers to the whiteboard's list. Like, that's where I'm at. Barcelona -1, 12:30. All right. Screw the Diamondbacks. They lost 8th inning. Yeah. Baseball is, man, I got some baseball plays for y'all. It's tread lightly. Like, I didn't bet on baseball all weekend, and it felt relieving. A little bit of relief. I'm waiting for playoffs. There's some key games, and I'm gonna touch base on these. I got a 3-team parlay that y'all gonna think I'm nuts, but it's who's parlaying at this time of year? This guy. Toronto -160. I know. Go around everywhere on Picks and Parlays. Shop. You listen. Every video you see with every handicapper is going to tell you I'm nuts. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'm gonna do me. I just think there's more than one way to skin a cat. SMU -23. I don't even want to get into that. Philly minus 165. We're talking about the Phillies, right? Is that who you're talking about? I'm assuming they don't even play today, so probably not. You're talking about Philadelphia next week, or no? The Phillies do play the Pirates. Minus 160. Yeah, okay. So you're on the Phillies. So I want to don't. I don't know. That's one of those games that seemed like it could scream a little bit trappy. One of those. It's like, yeah, I look for teams that are on upset. Like they're pissed off. They're on upset. They want to play spoiler. And the Pirates, such a great year at the first half of the year, like phenomenal. Could not have asked for a better first half of the year from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Second half of the year, I don't know if they could have been worse. I mean, you could always be worse, I'm sure. But so Philly Pirates fall in that. I'm just here to disrupt shit because I'm mad I fucked up the second half. Here we are, 12 minutes in. I swear. Nice job, Gene. Yeah, nice work, Gene. Pittsburgh minus 3. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I pushed for 3. Yeah, so you went 4. You really, I mean, I guess. Listen, it's not if this was an overall record, a yearly record where we're keeping track, you would have went 4-1. But I'll give you the push because it really didn't matter anyway. Because you damn sure didn't go. Now, if you went 5-0, Tate, that would have been a hard conversation for us to have. But yeah, all jokes are well deserved. Yeah, man. Hey, you know what's funny about this, Tate, is we talked about this, me and you and Brian, a third party, a third dumbass. So we had 3 dumbasses all talking in the same group chat, and not one of them realized that pick that you have for the contest is not even available. It's not even an option. So you can't let that fall on just you. It has to fall on you got to have a support system. And me and Brian let you down in your support system, and we apologize. Kind of. I'm just saying. That's where we're at here. Let me blow through the rest of these chat here. Nick Parsons, I see you backstage. I'm bringing you here in a minute. Davis, Denver minus 3, last place. Chicago Bears. Let's fucking go. It sounds nice just saying it. Let it roll off the tongue. Just take it in. Last place, Chicago Bears. Nobody's surprised about that. And you know what else you can say? Last place, Minnesota Vikings. Good day, fellas. Good day. New Orleans minus 3. Sup, Lenny? Sup, Julie? Texas State. All that good stuff. Let's bring in our guest here, Nick Parsons. Let's get some insight on him. Hold on. 30 seconds, Nick. Hold on. Time out because I forgot to put this up. Here's my degenerate parlay of the day. Listen, I know it's juicy, but I think you got to pay some juice on games today or this part of the year on teams. There's some motivational factors that go involved here. I like the Orioles trying to stay atop that division and holding, Tampa Bay back and holding Tampa Bay to a wild card. I like that. I like the Tigers for no other reason than they're playing the Kansas City Royals. So take it for what it's worth. Follow, don't follow, get in the car, wave at me when I drive by. This thing is gassed up. All gas, no brakes. We're moving forward. Plus 259. Also on the Rangers money line here. Again, Rangers trying to hold off Seattle and Houston for that division wild card. There's a lot of things for the Rangers to play for. There's a lot of things for the Orioles to play for. And the Tigers just hate everything that comes out of powder blue Kansas City. So that's where I'm at. We're going to bring Nick Parsons in. He's going to tell me why I'm going to go 2-1. Everybody.
No, it's exciting stuff in baseball for sure, man. And across everything, of course. I'm feeling a little burnt out, as always, on a Tuesday morning after the end of the weekend and everything. But, in our business, it's had another great weekend. So,
yeah, I was going to say, how college treats you, how the NFL treats you. I'm going to leave my little
really
degenerate
great on
parlay up
both.
here for
I went
people.
3-0 with my Monday night picks last night. I'm
Okay.
now 9-1 with my primetime NFL picks this year.
Okay.
You go check the leaderboards. I'm among the leaders on both college football and the NFL this year, and just on the leaderboards in every sport basically right now. So yeah, just firing on all cylinders. Everything's going really great over here right now.
We'll,
It has been for a
take
while,
it. We'll
actually.
take it, right?
Yeah.
I've been kind of I've been in a little bit of funk contest plays and stuff like this. We have a weekly NFL contest, pick 5 Sunday games against the spread kind of thing, you know. And,
I was going to ask you, you're involved. Are you involved in any of these bigger contests this year? And are you involved in any, fantasy football leagues or anything this year as well?
I cut back on fantasy football this year to enter more of the bigger content. Like I entered the circuit contest me and my cousin, I call it all on my own, but it's just me and him. I entered Pub Sports Radio as a contest. I entered that contest, like $100 contest. And then we do our weekly contest, which is all mirrored off the same thing. We're all waiting for the circle lines to come out.
Of course, yeah.
And
you
it's
all, keep it consistent.
downhill from there in the mother of all contests in that circle contest. So, and I've been kind of stuck at like a 3-2 clip, or week 2, I went 3-1-1. The Packers pushed on me. Had the Packers again this week, and that was one of my losses. And I keep wanting to believe in this Packers team. Like everybody tells me I should. And these are in the 1 point, they lose or win 1 point type situations here. And I'm going to tell you right now, this Thursday, they're not going to be no 1 point situation. Lions by double digits.
Yeah, I have had a chance to look at that game, Lenny, and I do have a big play posted on that already on that game. I'm focusing on the total, not on the side on this one. I think it's a little tricky, although I'd be leaning at this moment a little towards your Detroit Lions and stuff. But I was going to say, I've also been involved in the Hilton contest in the last couple of years, and I've always been involved in a lot of fantasy football and different things. And this is the first year where I'm not doing either of those things. So I wonder if it's just coincidence that my picks are now doing so well. I don't know, but possibly, you know what I mean?
I'm betting less props. So what happens when I play fantasy football? I'm betting on my fantasy football team. Like it's law of nature. My mind is gravitated towards that team. And now all of a sudden I'm looking at props for those teammates. And so I cut back on some props. I do more props on primetime, to be honest with you. Because primetime, I don't want to get on a certain team. Like last Thursday, just to use that as an example, I didn't necessarily want to get on San Francisco full game minus double digits. So I took them first half. I like that. And I got on some props. I had Debo anytime touchdown cash. I had McCaffrey over in receptions and receiving. So I got on some props that way. But fantasy, I'm in a two friend leagues. One's for $50, which it's really 5 guys and our wives, and then 2 other friends of friends. So for 12 teams.
I know. I mean, you can just keep going on. I've been asked. I had to turn down so many people. I kind of feel bad. I'm like, no, I just want to concentrate. This is the one year I want to not do that. You know what I mean? And so I did the one contest with Circa, and I cut it back to normally I'm doing like 2 or 3, so I'm only just doing the one big contest, the Circa contest. That's a bigger contest, so I'm in just the one. I'm in a bunch of little ones, but I'm not panicking either. At 3-2, I feel like I could have easily been 5-0 in week 2. I lost the Rams by half a point. Winning week,
Yeah, Rams by half a point, and then I pushed on the Packer game. So by 1.5 points, I'm 5-0. And
that's the difference. I've had so many half-point wins this year. You know what I mean? And so I told you before, if I can get out to a good start to a season, then that usually means I'm going to have a good season.
Right.
And that's what happened. And then you need those lucky little breaks along the way. I mean, it's always easy to forget those.
Ball's got to bounce your way
sometimes.
Wins. And listen, I was on the Rams last night, and they backdoor pushed for me at minus or +3. So I mean, you need some. I don't know. I don't know. But John or Gene, I don't know. He might be French. I don't know. But Gene went 5-0. He's our week 3 winner, and he went 5-0. Week 1, Rodney Molina went 5-0, won on a tiebreaker. Robert Nix won week 2 with 4-1. I should write that down. And then week 3, 5-0. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, lots of interesting matchups. So there won't be 2 Monday Night Football games this coming Monday. So I guess that's over.
Well, for now, I guess. Yeah, they try and you know what they do. They pump you full of it. They want you prime time, and then prime time, and then they ease you off of it. And then at the end of the year, you'll have a lot more. You'll have more that way. I don't know. Rye Cape coming in here wants all the smoke. He likes to pack this week. Of course you would. I'm just
saying. I guess Jordan Love versus Goff. So
I'm gonna take that court. Look, I get it's in Green Bay. I get it's prime time.
And this isn't the dead of winter either. You know what I mean? It's
exactly this is September. This is fall, beautiful football weather, hoodies and shorts kind of situation. So this isn't Lambeau with 5 inches of snow. And this isn't prime time Aaron Rodgers. These ain't your same old Packers. These are brand new Lions. And I think the Lions, listen, I'm a homer. I think the Lions win by double digits. It's whatever.
Double digits. Wow.
I think they win by double. I do. I think that this is the game that offense starts to click. We got Taylor Decker's coming back this Thursday. Big piece on that offensive line.
So if you were going to do a teaser on that one, what would you do?
Lions in the under, because you could still get Lions at I know you're not supposed to tease through 0, but I do sometimes. And Lions minus 1.5. I could still get them close to us. I'm just taking the Lions because I think they win the game. Right. I mean, that's just so I think they win the game. So I really don't care. But I like the under. I think it's at 40 something, 45. So I don't think it hits 50. I really don't. Last year when they played in Lambeau, it was 15-9. They had, and I just think that defense has got a little swagger to them, and they're going to be disruptive, and the offense starts to pick up. And I said this at the beginning of the year, I'm not scared of Jordan Love. I'm just not scared of Jordan Love.
It's going to be interesting. And then, of course, they will play. When do they play in Detroit? Is that on Thanksgiving?
I think that is the I think actually that is the Thanksgiving.
Good question.
I'm pull.
You should know that. Are you going to that game?
No, I'm going to the Monday Night Football, October 30th, about a month away. I'm going to that game. It's a Monday Night Football game in Detroit against the Raiders. I can't wait to go to that game. It could possibly.
So it's your 2 teams. The one team.
I'm not a Raider fan. I can't. Though I know I live in Vegas. You're from. But I can't be a Raiders fan. No. On Thanksgiving they play the Green Bay Packers. So
right. Well, there you go. So that's just going to set it up big time. I mean, if Detroit wins here, then it'll be revenge for whatever team on Thanksgiving, no matter which way you cut it. Yeah.
What do you like in baseball today? Because I got some degenerate stuff.
Well, I did. I gave a winner last week. I gave out if you recall, I gave out a client play, and I sort of do that sometimes here on the big show for clients. This is for Picks and Parlays. This is the only video content you can find me is on Lenny's show and doing video for Picks and Parlays, guys. So go check out Picks and Parlays. Exclusive check out those content. Leaderboards. Yeah, exclusive content, exactly. And so last week, I did. I gave out a play on the over in that Mariners game. It was a really low total, and then in the later innings, it totally blasted past that, and it was a winner. And so I haven't been playing a lot of baseball lately, but I am today. And so I do have a client play here. I don't have all the reasons here in front of me, but I like the under in the Yanks and the Jays. It's a really low total. But yeah, I'm sort of both these teams have been playing a lot of high scoring games of late, but I just think that the value is swung as far as the total is concerned. The Jays, they're inching towards a wild card. Yep. The Yanks, they've been eliminated. it still will sort of have a playoff-like atmosphere around it here in this one. The Yanks will definitely be trying to play spoiler here, and we have a couple of really good pitchers going head-to-head in this one. Michael King, he's 4-7 with a 2.66 ERA, and Kevin Gausman, he's 12-9 with a 3.29 ERA. And so, yeah, I'm expecting a bit of a duel here in the opener, Lenny. So I like the under in that one.
Okay. I can get behind that. I kind of stayed off of that because the Yankees, what better spot for the Yankees than to be like, you know what? I've heard all this crap about the last place Yankees and how we're done and we're not whatever. And then just to ruin their arch nemesis in the, well, they're really not. Yeah. Boston probably would be their arch nemesis, but
yeah,
the Blue Jays,
which they totally hate. Absolutely.
Right. But I so that reason I stayed away, but I kind of leaned Blue Jays in the under. I'm trying to get like some things I'm just like parlaying, like to just so I have a 2-team because I'm on some juicy stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of really interesting matchups in MLB. There's no doubt about it. As you mentioned. But also the Astros and Mariners, of course, that's a really interesting matchup there. The Mariners have lost 4 straight. They're now 1.5 games back of the Astros. So they have 2 games left at home against Houston, and then they have 4 games left after that at home against Texas to end the regular season. So we're like 5-6 games away to the end of the regular season here. I mean, this is it.
Yeah.
Down the home stretch here. And so yeah, the Mariners, Astros fighting for that wild card. Definitely an interesting matchup there.
Nevada Mavericks says drop Thursday games and have 2 on Monday would be okay. I like Thursday night games. That gets me primed up. Thursday night football is a good time.
I do too, actually. So
I really think they should. I like the Thursday and a Monday game. I don't mind either one. I hate that Thursday night football is on Amazon Prime. Sure, I hate that, but I like Thursday night football there. So, and I don't know.
Like the 2 solo standalone games like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you kind of highlight those. Kind of
count on it each week and stuff, and I like that.
Ricketts saying good morning.
Maybe that's just an old traditionalist. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Drop the world on Stafford to throw a pick next week. He's got. If you guys aren't on this trend, you should be. Matt Stafford, anytime interception, every week. Just parlay it with whatever else you like as a 2-team parlay.
Just because he's throwing it so much?
Every game. He's good. Listen, he throws 15, 20 picks a year. Okay? And he's also going to throw twice as many touchdowns, right? But he's good for a pick a game.
I mean, yeah, they're just going to give him so many attempts. He's just going to be throwing it all day. Yeah.
And who do they even play next? I don't know if they're playing they're playing the Colts. Yeah, he's got 2 touchdowns after 4 picks in 3 weeks. But week 2, I don't think he threw any of them because I lost that.
That's an interesting matchup, that Colts game.
He's just good. Even if they're up, he'll throw one just to throw one. Like he will make bad decisions. He's a gunslinger. I mean. But last night, Matt Stafford threw an interception, and what's his name? Sandoval from the Angels under 17.5 outs was an easy parlay. Or the unders in primetime games. I like unders in primetime. So unders and Matt Stafford throw an interception. Cash. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
Ryan
likes
as far as selling picks is concerned, of course, you got to play those primetime games and stuff. But most of the guys that I'm involved in the Discord that I'm involved with, they're waiting until the kickoff and just playing it live and getting the better line that they're looking for.
Anthony Richardson's coming back for the Colts, Davis says. Ricketts says they would have won last night had they only threw one. But no, he couldn't stop there. I almost want the latter because the first one was like minus 130. And it's just easy. And the latter at the 2 picks was like bigger plus money. And I'm like, I don't know if he throws 2 today. And better than shit he did. Question, should I parlay Dodgers and the under 12 today? It's about to come on in a few hours. I am not on this game in any way, shape, or form.
No, me neither.
But I have a rule for double headers. I just don't bet double headers unless I really, really like a team.
Yeah, those are tough.
Then I bet them both. But
especially at Coors, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man,
it's so unpredictable, that field, more than any. I mean, it sort of is like a great equalizer when it comes to pitching. You know what I mean?
I mean, the Dodgers could win 11-0.
Anything could happen in that field. Yeah. Those two factors combined, a doubleheader at Coors Field, that's difficult to handicap.
Julie, get on my parlay. Orioles, Rangers, Tigers. Run it. 259 out the door. One time only price. Today only. I don't know.
So LA, I mean, Atlanta is trying to hold off the Dodgers for the number 1 top seed, right? And so this is important for LA, this series. So it's not like Atlanta, college football. They don't need to win 17-1 or you know what I mean.
I don't know.
3-1. That's good enough.
Yeah, right. I don't know if the Dodgers catch Atlanta though. They're 4 games behind them, or no, they're 3 games behind them. For
with 5 or 6 remaining, right?
Yeah. Atlanta hit 100 wins on the year. Shout out to the Detroit Tigers for being mathematically eliminated from hitting 100 losses or wins for that matter. But they beat their win total. So
did they? There you go.
Maybe, they got 73 wins on the year. And I'm telling, I think they're going to finish over 75, 70. I mean, I don't know how many games let's see.
Well, you like them tonight in that parlay.
I like them tonight, and I think they finish the year full schedule. I think they finished the year in Cleveland. Yeah, so they have 3 against Kansas City at home. They're all at home. The last 6
they've already gone over anyways.
So 3 games against Kansas City, 3 games against Cleveland. I'm telling you right now, they win out. They maybe lose. They go 5-1.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yeah, exclusive breaking news. I'm on the fucking Tigers. Royals are pesky, but Greinke is 1-15.
Wow, where does he go from here? You know what? He'll sign a few $1 million deal next year
for a 1-year deal. Retirement money. Not that he doesn't have, I'm sure, $1 bajillion. But I'm just saying, here's what worries me about that. He's 1-15 with an over 5 ERA. This is probably his last start. He maybe has one more if they have 6 games left. He maybe has one more. This is
probably his last start for sure. Yeah.
But this is his last start. Does he go out with a bang for Kansas City and just retires? Like I don't know. That conspiracy kind of mindset runs with me a little bit.
I'm with you. Those are the situational and motivational things I'm always trying to get into players' heads and teams' collective psyche,
especially, right? Because I mean, logistically, what are the Kansas City Royals and the Detroit Tigers playing for today? Like
exactly. Well, I mean, that's for a lot of teams, and so motivation is a big reason for
I'm gonna watch.
I mean, it's difficult when teams are not motivated to get a proper read. For me, you can look at lines and all the different things, but you really need that as a factor combined with other things. But
it's hard for me. I grew up a Tiger fan, obviously, and all that. And now Miguel, it's hard for Miguel Cabrera to be done. He's got 6 games left.
This is it, right? So there you go.
This is his victory, his final lap.
Forgot about that.
The Dodgers gave him a Hollywood Walk of Fame star, and the Oakland A's gave him an $80 bottle of wine.
I remember going to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's when he was doing his final year. When I was a kid in Seattle, and I went to see him play in Seattle, and the Sonics gave him a Lazy Boy recliner as his gift.
Nice. But like, I like that because like I remember watching the Tigers. It's probably just a dad moment, but I remember my son. We were sitting on the couch and he's sitting there, and he was like 4, and the Tigers were competing, in the American League Championship game, whatever. And Miguel Cabrera, and I like explaining baseball to the 4-year-old, and he's like asking me about Mickey, and now he's retiring, and now I got a son about to be 20. Now that kid is 21 in November. Wow. He'll be 21, and I'm like, and it's an emotional dad moment for me. Is how I kind of tie it all together. Right. But I don't know. I'm just being a baby.
No, there you go. Detroit sports, baby.
Chicago Bears to the Denver Broncos. Why it's Tuesday? Do we have to talk about this game? Can they flex this game to, I don't know, like Friday at 4 a.m. when nobody's going to watch it anyway?
Well, you know what? How about the Sunday nighter if it's still going to be the Chiefs at the Jets?
Who's watching that?
Right. I mean, obviously, it would have been the best game you could possibly have scheduled if it was Aaron Rodgers was there. It would have been fantastic, of course. But maybe the NFL will switch it out. You know what I mean?
I think it's too early in the year for them to start doing that. But I wish Sunday night would be a flex game. Like New
York needs that Sunday night game regardless. You know what I mean?
Well, the Jets
revenue.
The Jets are a story. The Jets are a story. The Aaron Rodgers thing is still, whatever. And now I heard they're bringing in Trevor Simeon. Like he's going to be the answer, I guess. I'd like.
Well, it just can't be worse than Zach Wilson at this point.
At this point, maybe a tank for Caleb Williams.
Right.
And
yeah, I mean, it's going to be a difficult road ahead
next year. And now you got Caleb Williams sitting behind him for a year. I mean, that might be I'm thinking about tanking in fantasy football, and it's week 4. So I'm just saying, playing for that first pick. This is a big question. Are the Astros going to win tonight as plus 110 again?
Jeez.
That's a tough game.
I cannot
play that game.
Yeah, that's a tough one. The Mariners off 4 straight losses now, and the series opening loss last night. I can't. And you know what I mean? They're now 1.5 games behind.
I think I like them. I haven't bet them, but I think they win. I think they win, and they keep it real close with the Mariners and the Rangers. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a dogfight.
That's a tough game. It's a tough series. I mean, I have them. I got the Astros. The only futures I actually bet are the Astros to win the American League. And
I don't have an opinion on that one. That one's tough to come up with a side.
It's a tough game. I'm gonna watch it
because I mean, how could you? It wouldn't be that difficult to see Houston win again. You know what I mean? Considering the pitching and tough one there. But I couldn't not. Yeah, I got to stay away just because I can't. The Mariners are going to be desperate here. 5 straight losses in a row here. It would be desperation time to hit the panic button.
Mariners are down. Stick a fork in them. I don't know about that. Stacy's mom. Yeah, Stacy's mom, Zach Wilson. Greinke might pitch like the Cards pitcher that won his 200th that I've been fading all year just to prove a point. Yeah.
It's going to be like a Bryant moment going out with 69 points or whatever.
Probably. So to be honest with you, folks, don't bet the parlay because the Tigers are probably going to ruin it for you, and then I'm going to be pissed. But you could run with something else. Feel free. I've already bet it, so it is what it is. Heard someone mailed a Jets jersey to Tom Brady. Don't know if it was farce, but hilarious if it had. I could see a fan, somebody, just somehow getting to him. Probably his agent, to be honest with you. Anonymously sends him a Jets shirt, but and quarterback ain't the problem. I mean, it is. Zach Wilson's not the answer, but you're going to put old man Brady back there? He can't move either. And that offensive line is the problem. Like, get an offensive line that could give a decent quarterback or an older quarterback some time, and that maybe makes a difference. Like one of the players. I could see one of the players send him a jersey. That's That's harsh. I have a bunch of Astros futures too, hoping for cash out opportunities. You and me both. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, Adam Wainwright. I don't like to say his name because I've been burned by him lately. Yeah, you know, tread lightly in baseball. That's my key here. That's my takeaway.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of other ones. The Phillies still looking for, and Diamondbacks as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's teams fighting and hunting. The Brewers.
They're still in it, so there's a few games here tonight that could shape the whole playoff picture. So we appreciate you guys all stopping by. Crystal Craig, how you doing? I'm fine with the Mariners tanking and missing the playoffs. They have only been hot since right. Listen, if you're a Mariners fan, are you mad if they don't make the playoffs? Because they had a good season and they're young and they're coming. That division has been put on notice. The Rangers, Astros, they've been on notice. The Seattle Mariners are not a team to be taken lightly. They're not a pushover this year. Davis, Minnesota -4. I don't know what he's talking about. Nick likes just before we bounce on out of here, likes the Blue Jays and the Yankees game under the 7. Here's my degenerate parlay for you guys. Orioles money line, Tigers money line. All money line, Orioles, Rangers, Tigers, +259. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. You'll never miss Bet Win Repeat show. As always, we appreciate everybody stopping by, for real we do, especially Nick Parsons, because he doesn't do a lot of video. And he comes on this show,
exactly.
And I appreciate it. As always, we'll see you next Tuesday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm out. Good luck unless you're against us. Take care.